Hello students, now in this video let us see first of all the merits and demerits of median. We have already learned how to find median for all three different types of series, that are individual series, discrete series and continuous series. Now merits and demerits of median. Also we have seen the median by graphical method. Now first of all let us see merits of median. How does it help us? Merits or the advantages we can see. So median is easy to calculate. Median is easy to calculate and simple to understand. Second, it can be computed. For both qualitative as well as quantitative data. The third one is that it is not affected like arithmetic mean is affected by extremely small or large values, while this is not affected by extremely large or extremely small values. In a data. Then the next one is that it is most appropriate average in case of non-symmetric distributions. The next one, that it is not affected much by choice of class interval, in case of continuous data. Or continuous series distribution. In case of continuous series distribution. Now the next one is that it can be determined in case of distributions with open-end classes also. In case of distributions with open-end classes, while arithmetic mean is not calculated for open-end classes. It is not used there, where the median is useful there. Next one, it can be determined graphically. By plotting the Ogee curve. Or the cumulative frequency curve. Already that thing we have seen in the graphical method to find the median for the given data. Now let us see the demerits of median. The demerits are as for anything, some are advantages, so some are disadvantages. So here the demerits are, it is not as rigidly defined as arithmetic mean. Rigidly defined as arithmetic mean means this should not be fixed arithmetic mean. It may changes. Next, it is not based on all observations, on all the observations in the data. Then next one, it is not capable of further mathematical treatment. As arithmetic mean we are using in calculating correlation coefficient, standard deviation and skewness, kurtosis. For these ones we use arithmetic mean, but etc. But the median is not useful for any further mathematical treatment. The next one, as compared to arithmetic mean, the median is affected more by sampling fluctuations. Arithmetic mean, the median is affected more by sampling fluctuations. Next demerit is that it requires the arrangement of observations. As we have seen, we have to arrange the data either in ascending order or in descending order, in a particular order. The process may be this process may take time or it requires time. So when does it require time? If the data is large. It is more laborious if number of observations are large. Number of observations are large or are more. The next one is that it should not be used as an average for small number of observations. Average for a small number of observations. So these are the demerits of median. Now before we have seen the merits for median. Now this is all about the median. Now we will go for the next measure of central tendency, that the mode. That is also a positional central tendency. So let me start mode now. What does this mode? Mode is the value of the variable or the qualitative character occurring more number of times in the data than any other value. Mode, a simple definition is this: it should occur more number of times. Mode is the value of the variable or a qualitative character of a variable or a qualitative character, if a qualitative data is there, occurring more number of times in the data than any other value. That is, it is the most frequently occurring value. It is the most frequently occurring value in the data. Now, again, there are many situations in which the previous two central tendencies, that are arithmetic mean and median, in which arithmetic mean and median are fails, and median fails to conclude the true characteristic of data, or to give or to reveal the true characteristic of data. For example, I can say, when we talk to most common size of shoe, ready-made garments, that time mean and median are not useful. We talk of most common size of shoe or ready-made garments. Now, just like a median, now to determine a mode, there are again 4 different cases. So first case is for qualitative data, second case is for individual data, then third one is for discrete data, and the fourth one is for continuous frequency distribution or for continuous series. So let me start the calculation of mode. So case 1 is for the qualitative data. Case first. So for qualitative data, only arithmetic mean is not calculated for qualitative data, while the median and mode both we can calculate for qualitative data. So what is the method here, or what is the procedure? The quality here, mode means that variable or a quality occurs more than one times. So same thing here also, the quality that occurs with maximum frequency, more number of times than other, that is same as with maximum frequency, with maximum frequency is the modal quality. For example, if I have a data of 10 peoples. I have their blood group data. So suppose out of 10, 5 of them having a blood group B positive, then the mode of that data will be B positive, or the mode, it is known as a modal quality or a mode. So here, as I have given the example, so in that one the mode will be what? B positive, or the modal quality will be B positive. Now as we here in our syllabus mostly the mathematical data is given, so most probably the questions are on case 2, case 3 and case 4. So case 2 is for individual series. For individual series, already I have been explaining you each time what is individual series, what is discrete series and what is continuous series. Individual observations. Now individual observations have the values, simply the observations are given to us. In discrete the variable and their corresponding frequencies are given, and in continuous the class intervals and the corresponding frequencies are given. So here the value that occurs, maximum number of times, is same as having a maximum frequency. Number of times is the mode. So here we no need to arrange the data either in ascending order, descending order. Whatever data is given to us, simply check which value occurs maximum number of times, that will be our mode observations from the given set of observations. So let me take an example on this. Suppose following is the size of the 10 consecutive shirts sold in a departmental store. Find the modal size. Modal size is same as to say the mode of this data. Now the size are given to us: 38, 40, 36, 40, 40, 38, 42, 44, 40 and 42. Now in this data, as we saw, the value that occurs maximum number of times is what? Our mode or the modal size. So here you can observe this 38 occurs two times. 38 occurs 2 times. This is just for our information. Now 40 occurs. Look at here, 40, 40, 40 and here also 40. So 40 occurs how many times? 4 times. We have did such a thing in school also as a tally marks. Now 36 is how many times? If you look whole the data, 36 is only once. Now 38 we have been taken. Now 42 is how many times? Look at here, 42 is twice, and 44 with one, only one observation has 40. So which one, these are sizes, which one occur more than other times? Which one is this? 40 occurs 4 times. So here modal size is how much? 40. So I can write here, by observing the given data, we can see we can see that the size 40 is occurring 40 is occurring most number of times, that is 4, as we see. Now therefore I can say 40 is a model size. 40 is the model size. Now let me take one more example of this one. For the following set of data, find mode and median. So the data is with the observations 10, 8, 6, 15, 10, 18, 12, 4 and 7. Now what is given here? Now n is, how many observations are these? These are 9 in number. Now 9 is an odd number. So for median we use the formula for odd number observations. To find, let me find mode first. To find mode, what is mode here? Now if you look the observations carefully, now 10 occurs twice while the other one occurs once. Other all are distinct values. So I can say mode is that value of the variable which is predominant in the data, Therefore mode is what? Mode is 10. Now let us find out median. To find median, now n is odd. So in median, what is the step 1? Step 1 is that we have to arrange the given data either in ascending order or in descending order. So let me arrange it in ascending order. So arrange data in ascending order. Of magnitude, in ascending order of magnitude. So how does this will be in ascending order? So ascending means smallest to largest one, smallest to biggest one. 4, 6, 7, 8, then 10, 10, then 12, 15 and 18. Now median is nothing but if n is odd, so look at it, the central value. The central value is what? The median. So here central value, look at here, this is the 5th observation. But let me go with the formula. Step 2, what does the step 2? Median is what? The value of n plus 1 by 2th observation. N plus 1 by 2th observation. As n is odd. That's why this is. So this is the value of, what is n? Already we have written n. So it is 9 plus 1 by 2th observation. Means what? 10 by 2th observation. That is the 5th observation. So it is the 5th. It is the value of 5th observation. Value of 5th observation. And and that fifth observation is nothing but, look at here, 1 2 3 4 and 5. We have to look that number of observation in ascending or in descending order series. Remember it always. So 1 2 3 4 5, so it is 10 here. So median is what? 10 here. Mode is also 10. Not necessarily for each and every data these are same, they may differs. So here we stop for today. Now in next video we will see the case 3, that is for discrete series how can we determine a mode. Also for continuous series distribution also we will see in that one. Thank you.